Well, President Biden was in Florida today touting his plan for saving Social Security and Medicare. And the president had this message for Republicans.
I know that a lot of Republicans, their dream is to cut Social Security and Medicare. Well, let me say this. If that's your dream, I'm your nightmare. Okay.
Joining us now to discuss, syndicated radio host Joe Pags. Joe, good to see you. It's been a minute. I'm showing you how cool I am now. I use that term.
You got the lingo down, Bob.
Yeah. All those kids, they keep saying all that snazzy stuff. Anyway, Joe.
All right, now you just went backwards. Okay.
Your thoughts about this? We see that he's playing a game trying to make it look like he's for Social Security and taking care of those who are older, and that Republicans are against that. They just want to chop everything and leave them in the lurch.
Well, he got called out at the State of the Union address, obviously, the other day. Yesterday in Wisconsin, I guess he called out Ron Johnson and Mike Lee, neither of which has ever said get rid of Social Security. Mike Lee, back in 2010, made some reference to reforming it, doing something different. But those who are already on Social Security and already donated, like you and I and everybody watching have, they wouldn't be touched. Ron Johnson never said anything like that at all. I, in fact, had a text back and forth with Ron during my show last night, and he sent me a big, long list of what Joe Biden said in the 1970s about getting rid of Social Security. So I think they thought they had something they could latch onto and really hang over the heads of the Republicans, but there was nothing there. It was interesting, though, to watch it unfold live on the State of the Union as people were yelling and screaming liar. And he said that he would show them the proposal, pardon me, but there was no proposal to show. There just wasn't. And I'm not really sure why he keeps on talking about it. The day after he was called out during the State of the Union, he went on and on about how the Republicans really want to do this. Yet he can't really quantify it or qualify it whatsoever.
Yeah, Joe, Florida Senator Rick Scott, who has challenged the president to a debate on Social Security specifically, says the president is way off base with his comments.
Well, he is.
We want to preserve Social Security. We want to preserve Medicare. We want to preserve our safety net programs like Medicaid. But there's a whole bunch of wasteful spending out here that we can't do.
Your reaction?
Well, interestingly, Social Security is broken. Let's be honest. So is Medicare. They're broken. We are a force. It's compulsory for us to pay into these accounts every time we get paid. And every couple of years, 4 years, 8 years, we hear it's going to be insolvent soon. How? We keep on sending the money. It should be gaining interest and should be waiting for us when we retire. And it's not. And then they're acting as if this is a political thing. It's not. It never should have been touched. So should it be reformed? Absolutely. Should we still call it Social Security and Medicare so people can't use it as a political pawn? Maybe. You can maybe come up with Bob Sellers Care. I mean, whatever you want to call it, at least make sure that there's the money there that we gave it. It's like going to the bank, making a deposit. The bank says, oh, darn, we spent your money, but deposit some more. It's very strange. Something should be done. And I think that Rick Scott is right. Joe Biden is never going to debate anybody on anything. I mean, he can't barely really do an interview without, messing himself up. So that's not going to happen. But they need to go away from this topic because it's not real.
Yeah. By the way, the problem with Bob Sellers Care is they would call it BS Care. So we can't go there.
Could be an issue, Bob. You're right. Sorry about that.
Marketing nightmare.
Yeah, we're going to have to redo that right from the beginning. Joe, we've been talking a little bit over the past couple of weeks about DirecTV's decision to remove Newsmax from its lineup. DirecTV claims this is not about censorship or discrimination. Yet AT&T DirecTV pays all these liberal stations money, hundreds of millions of dollars in total, but wants to pay Newsmax nothing. Wanted to get your thought.
I did a video the night that I found out about this, and I didn't find out from you directly or anybody inside of Newsmax, although I've got good friends there. I found out about this just in the general news cycle, and I went, well, wait a second. I'm not sure I understand. There were two so-called conservative networks on DirecTV and 22 liberal networks on DirecTV. This, to me, smells like censorship. And then they say, well, yeah, we're putting another conservative network on. Well, not really. It's a completely different thing that they put on, and there's certainly enough space on DirecTV to have all all of the conservative networks that they can possibly get their hands on. This clearly smells to me like censorship. I think it's unfair. I had Chris Ruddy, the CEO of Newsmax, on my show, and we talked about it. What he was asking for from DirecTV was $3 or $4 less than every other network seems to be asking for the same right to run their programming. So to me, without a doubt, and this, look, I'm not getting paid by Newsmax. Nobody asked me to do this. I did this because I believe in the First Amendment. I make my living using my First Amendment right. And the fact that you can tell 13 million customers you can no longer have this network because we feel like it doesn't make sense to me. And that's really where I am with it.
All right, very well said. Joe Pags, we appreciate your support. Thank you.
Good to see you both.
You too.